Are you thinking about moving to Peoria? Well, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of living here in Peoria.
If this is your first time to our channel, please be sure to subscribe below and hit the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the housing market here in Phoenix and surrounding areas like Peoria.
That's right. Let's get started.
Our first pro today is things to do in Peoria, Arizona. And we are at
Rio Vista Recreation Center, or Rio Vista Community Park.
Yes.
And there are lots of things to do. So we're on Sun Circle Trail. That's what's behind us. This is a biking, hiking, and you can even, I guess, ride horses on it. Crazy.
Isn't that awesome? It's how many miles is it?
24 miles.
24 miles. Another great thing about Peoria biking and hiking trails is that they all sort of intertwine and they connect. So you can get all over the whole city on your biking and hiking trails.
Yeah, there's another one that's 13 miles in Peoria. So they connect kind of the master plan communities, and each master plan community has its own, obviously, trail system, but then they, like Autumn just said, they just connect with everything. So in terms of things to do, that's one of the largest pros for Peoria.
Right, it's all the things outside. They have hiking and biking trails, tons and tons of parks in Peoria.
That's right. There are, how many?
44 parks?
I think you're right, 44 parks. I wrote it down somewhere. But anyways, there are tons of parks here, 60 miles of hiking and biking trails. There's a big mountain preserve that's here that has extreme and difficult trail levels, if you can believe that. Also, lots of golf, both public and private.
Yes, 6 total courses.
That's right. And we showed you skateboarding, aquatics. We're at this big Rio Vista Recreation Center that has the fishing and everything that we showed you, but also pools for lap swimming, and also for the kids in the schools to use for their sports.
Yeah, and another really big park here in Peoria is the Pioneer Park. They also have a lake there. I think there's 2 dog parks there. They have this big lawn where they do concerts and events. They have like food trucks. They have a splash pad. So it's really, Peoria really invites you to come outside and play.
Yeah, it's quality of life. There's also a really cool place called Cowtown.
Yes,
and
yes,
it was used in a lot of like Hollywood films and everything, but it's a big paintball place. But they also, military uses it, and police and special forces use it to train.
Nice.
So that's really a cool thing. And one thing that, you know, kind of takes me to the con is how large this zip code is, or Peoria is as a city. Cowtown is way out there in the desert. It's kind of isolated.
Yes.
And this is just a huge city. So it takes up a lot of space, and there's a lot of it that's undeveloped still. So a lot of the area is undeveloped, and that's kind of can be a pro and a con, which is there's still a lot of growth happening here, a lot of construction, a lot of roads that are still under construction. So some may say that that is a con, but it's a large city, and a lot of it is still undeveloped. So our second pro is shopping in Peoria. Today we are in P83. What's that stand for?
So P83, the P stands for Peoria, 83 stands for 83rd Avenue. So P83, it's this whole district. We have a ton of shopping, restaurants, there's hotels nearby, the spring training facilities nearby.
Movie theater behind us. That's right. The sports complex, which is where the Mariners play and the San Diego Padres have their spring training. So this is a kind of an almost like Peoria's entertainment district.
Right, right. They have an indoor shooting range right next door.
That's
Yes,
right. I saw that.
I should be hitting that up soon.
Yeah, we'll go there next. But yeah, so Peoria, one of those pros, or our second pro, is just the shopping here. Peoria is lucky enough to have shopping also nearby, so maybe not directly in Peoria, but there is, like, just up the street is considered Glendale, but it is where the Arrowhead Mall is, so that's where your big shopping is. Big time stores where Macy's and the JCPenney's and all of that kind of stuff. But in this area where we are right now, P83, is more of your restaurants and that kind of thing.
Right, right. So we have like P.F. Chang's and Texas Roadhouse.
Buca de Beppo.
Yes.
We saw that. What is this one? Fireside?
Firebird's Grill or something like that. Yeah.
That's right.
So, I mean, it's a nice place. They do decorate really well for the holidays, as you can see in our footage.
And right behind us is the Peoria Sports Complex, which is right across the street. So that's where we were saying is your spring training. It's a little loud out here, but you get the gist. Which leads us to one of the cons, which is a small con for Peoria. But if you are someone that wants a lot of nightlife and that sort of thing, there's not a lot of nightlife in Peoria.
You're not going to find it in Peoria, no.
Like bars and the bar scene, because it's just not that kind of town. It's more of a family-friendly town. So, but definitely a pro here is there's tons of restaurants, tons of entertainment down in this area, and it's all kind of located in one place. And then literally right across the street is the sports complex and then the shopping mall.
Right.
So all in this area within 15 minutes, even 10 minutes.
Yes, it's so great. It's so convenient.
Even though Arizona is known as really deserty, you also have these options, and especially here in Peoria, to have this kind of lakefront living feel. And in these communities that are, this is in particular, this is a gated community, but this is one lake community. There's a second lakefront community that's really not a lake per se, but more living on these keys. So all of these homes are situated on this waterfront, which is really, really a great option if you are someone that's like from a community like a California or something, and you're coming out here and you don't necessarily want this crazy cactus everywhere.
Yeah,
you're going to get a little bit more of the palm tree look here. The front yards are a little bit more rock landscape and have that kind of dryscape look, but you still kind of feel like you're in some lush living.
Yes.
So our fourth pro is the location, where Peoria is located. It's 17 miles northwest of Phoenix and downtown Phoenix and the airport. So real close to getting to the airport. It has the 101 and 303 freeways that pretty much get you anywhere you want to go.
Right. Yeah, you can go anywhere. And Peoria is so large that it seems like no matter where you go, you can
jump on one of those freeways. Yeah, you jump on one of those freeways and you're in that Arrowhead shopping mall. You're downtown Phoenix. You can be in Scottsdale quickly, Glendale, a lot of those neighboring cities really quickly. It's very centrally located in the West Valley, and even though it's large, you can get anywhere you want to go in probably 15 minutes either way from central Peoria.
Right.
But that does bring us to a con, which is kind of in terms of residential and making up primarily all of Peoria, there's not a lot of large lots.
Yeah, most of your lots are going to be your typical city standard lot size. Not a lot of acreages or, you know, horse properties. Not a lot of them. Yeah. So that is a con if you're looking for a little bit of land.
Yeah, if you want a chicken, yeah, you might not be able to get a chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that could be important. So yeah, I looked up on the MLS and it was like there was like 6 properties in all of Peoria that were in between the acreages of 2 to 5 acres. So
yeah. 6 that are for sale right now.
6 are for sale right now. So it's not a big thing. There is acre, you can get it, but I would say the majority of Peoria is going to be residential and those smaller kind of cookie cutter lots, but also really well manicured, beautiful master plan communities, very family friendly, lots of things to do.
Correct.
So we really love it.
Yes. So number 5 on our pro list is family friendly neighborhoods.
Yes. We are in the cutest neighborhood. Tell them all about it, Autumn.
So this is a gated community right on a lake. This is Desert Harbor Lake, I believe. And it is so stinking adorable. We're walking now over to the lake where we can see, and we'll flip it around in a minute, but where we can see the boats docked right up
on
next
the houses.
To the back door.
Yeah. And that's unique of Peoria, is to have kind of this lakefront living, which, you know, Peoria is known also very deserty, and so we can flip ourselves around so you can also see this. Like we'll just have this in the background. But Peoria is known for kind of being very deserty, but also, I mean, like she said, family friendly. These neighborhoods are gorgeous. You can have this like lakefront living where these like little keys of homes in this area are just so pretty, with
so stinking cute. And also, the crime here is really good. This is a safe neighborhood. Now, I mean, this neighborhood in particular is gated, but just Peoria in general is a pretty safe area.
That's right. The crime is lower here than the national average. And, you know, the quality of life that you're going to have in Peoria with the family focused and just kind of the focus on outdoor activities here and things to do. But, you know, the school systems are really great here, and it's very residential, and that brings us to maybe a con as well, as that affordability.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive to live in Peoria than some of the other areas. I think it's like anywhere between 6 and 11% higher than the national average for cost of living. So you'll see it's a little bit more expensive, but you're getting a lot more, right? Like, you know, you got the great schools for the kids, you know, that the crime's pretty low.
Yeah, charter options, private school options. So yeah, the affordability is a little bit higher than the national average, but also, you know, you see what you're getting here as well. To wrap up today, here's P83 that we visited, and here we are at that Rio Vista community, and then here is that Desert Harbor community that had the lake with the little keys where you could live right on there. So we just kind of stayed in this area, but as we told you, this is a huge zip code, and we didn't even talk to you about Lake Pleasant, which is the second largest lake in Arizona behind Roosevelt Lake, which is, you know, you can ride bikes there. There's ATV, and then all of the boating. So like big time boats you can put on there, fishing, sailboating. Here's this big West Wing Mountain Preserve that I told you about that has that extreme and very difficult trail system is right here. And then all of these are trail systems that go all the way through this city of Peoria, and it's gorgeous. So here's the Agua Fria River, and then here's Sun City West, and then over this way is where Phoenix is, where we said it was 17 miles northwest. So there you go. It's very large, but gorgeous. And then here's a master plan community out this way, which is Vistancia. Lots of master plan communities here, but mostly residential.
Check out our video for Vistancia. We have that up and running. We'll tell you all about Vistancia.
Yeah.
So that wraps up our pros and cons of Peoria. We hope you enjoyed our video today. We would invite you to subscribe below and hit the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the housing market in Phoenix or surrounding areas like Peoria.
Yeah. My name is Michelle Seymour and this is Autumn Puckett, and we are two Arizona realtors that cover the area west of Phoenix, also known as the West Valley. We get phone calls every day from people just like you that are thinking of making the move to Phoenix. So if that's you, please drop us an email, send us a text, or what other ways can they reach us? Email, text, give us a call. Carrier pigeon.
Smokestack.
Yeah, just let us know. And if there's an area that you want to have us cover, please let us know. We'd be happy to do it.